Good morning, class. So our lesson for today is about demonstrate understanding of shapes, space, colors, and the principles of emphasis, harmony, and contrast in digital painting and poster design using new technologies. I am your teacher, Arlene A. Duarte. So, what is digital painting? Digital painting is a new method in producing art, particularly drawing and painting using computer and other digital technology. Ayan, ito po yung halimbawa ng digital technology. Ayan, ito pong mga to. Ayan po. The following are the 5 kinds of digital art. Number 1, computer-assisted art, also called computer-generated art, uses artificial intelligence and spatial computer programming to create an artwork. So, kailangan talaga meron kang sariling laptop or computer. Ayan, nandyan po yung halimbawa ng computer-assisted art. Okay. Ayan. Yan po ang halimbawa ng computer-assisted art. Tingnan ang pagkakaiba. Photo art. Digital photo art. A digital photo art starts when a photo from a digital point and a shoot camera or from digital single lens reflex camera DSLR is transferred to a computer through removable flash disk, Bluetooth, or Wi-Fi. The photo is then manipulated and rendered into a new improved image using the photo art software installed in the computer. So, kailangan meron kang naka-installed sa iyong computer or laptop na photo art software para magawa mo yan. Tsaka dapat meron ka rin sanang DSLR. Digital photo art. Number 3, digital video art. Uses the same technique and method as digital photo art. The video file from a camera or video camera transferred to the computer and is manipulated, enhanced, and additional effects and styles are added before rendering it as new video file. Photos can also be used as part of a video art. Yan. Kasi yung, kunwari, halimbawa, ang photo lang yung mga, nakuha na nyo yung isang bagay ng picture. Pwede nyo po yun gawin na video. Ayan. Dapat meron kayong apps ng editor. Ayan. Yung mga halimbawa. Digital painting creates images using readily available digital tools in the computer. The brushstrokes are virtually creative and the image is enhanced through series of brush enhanced styles, resulting in a virtual painting which can later be produced on the desired materials. Yan ang digital painting. Halimbawa po ng digital painting. Gumamit siya ng brush tool. Is a series of virtual drawing and paintings created in a computer or hand-drawn and copied into a computer and is then manipulated layer by layer to create movements using another computer software specifically designed for animation. Ayan. Gawa ng digital animation. Gumagamit siya ng TV Paint. The elements and principles of arts and design do not to change in digital painting. So, number one is line. A line is composed of a series of dots or points. It has length without exact thickness, direction, and movement. Some lines go to straight while some curve towards difference and move through infinity. A line from left to right or right to left move horizontally, while a line from top to bottom moves vertically. Example of lines. So, merong thick, thin, solid, dash, straight, wavy, horizontal, vertical, diagonal. They make symbols and shapes. So this is the example of horizontal line, vertical line, slant line, or diagonal line, wave lines, and zigzag lines. Shape is composed of lines and is two-dimensional. The direction and movement of lines constitute a specific shape. Example of basic shapes are circle, square, rectangle, triangle, oval, or ellipse, and irregular shapes. Number 3, form. A form is three-dimensional figure. It is composed of different shapes. It has a specific length, width, and height. Some examples of forms are sphere, cube, cone, cylinder, and pyramid. There are two kinds of forms, implied form and real form. Illusionary object on a flat two-dimensional surface. It is just a presentation of a real object. And real form, on the other hand, includes three-dimensional objects we can touch and feel. Example are tables, chairs, trees, rocks, and anything that exists in a given space. This is the example of rectangular prism. This is a sphere, this is a cone, this is a cylinder, a pyramid, and a cube. Color is the visual properties of objects as a result of light emitted, transmitted, or reflected. Primary colors are natural colors which cannot be produced by any means. These are red, yellow, and blue. Secondary color, on the other hand, are colors produced when two primary colors of equal volumes are mixed together. Secondary colors are green, orange, and violet. When a primary color is mixed with a secondary color, they are named in relation to the priary color and primary color, and by the second color they were produced with. Tertiary colors are yellow, yellow-orange, yellow-green, blue-violet, blue-green, red-violet, and red-orange. Black, white, and gray are called neutral colors. So, nagkakaroon ng tertiary color kapag pinaghahalo-halo ang primary color at secondary color. Yan. So, ang black, white, and gray are called neutral. So, ito po siya. So, ito po yung mga primary colors. Yellow, red, blue. Yan. Secondary colors, orange, violet, and green. Tertiary colors. Kaya nabuo ang yellow-orange kapag pinagsama mo ang primary at secondary colors. So, ang primary na yellow at secondary na nag-orange, ang kinalabasan niyan ay yellow-orange. So, yan ang tinatawag na tertiary colors. Red and orange. Yan. So, naging red-orange. Red and violet equals red-violet. Blue and violet, ang kinalabasan niyan ay blue-violet. Blue and green, so naging blue-green. Yellow and green, naging yellow-green. Yan. Yan, kung paano nabuo ang tertiary colors. Value. Value is defined as the amount of lightness and or a darkness of a color. The value of a color changes when it is mixed with either white or black. When white is added to the colors become lighter. This color in which white is added is called a tint. When black is added to the color becomes darker. This color in which black is added is a shade. So, light to dark and dark to light. Yan, kaya tinatawag yan na shade. Texture. Texture is art, especially in drawing and painting. It is a visual appearance of surface having tactile quality. There are three kinds of texture. Number 1, actual texture is felt when touched. Ito yung nakakapa mo or nakahawakan mo. Invented texture is made of lines and shapes. Simulated texture are recreation of natural or man-made texture. Texture, the actual physical texture of a surface. What it would feel like when you touch it. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nahawakan mo na yun ang actual texture. Kung ito ba ay magaspang o kung ito ba ay smooth. Yan. Makakapa mo rin siya kung ito ay rough. Ang iba't ibang texture. Ito yung mga halimbawa ng iba't ibang texture. Yung mga picture na nauna ay halimbawa ng actual texture. So, this is a simulated texture. Simulated texture imitates the look of a real object through skillful application. Yan. Ito, gawa na ito sa computer. Akala mo, siya ay natirintas dahil ginaya siya sa actual. Pero kapag hinawakan mo siya, yan ay smooth. This texture shows up in many different forms of arts including drawing, painting, and computer graphic. So, space is the area around or between objects. There are two kinds of space, positive space and negative space. So, the positive space refers to the space the object occupies The space occupied by an actual chair or a drawing of a chair on a paper is positive space. Negative space, on the other hand, is the space not occupied by any object. The space around the chair is the negative space. So, itong tinuturo dito sa picture is a positive space. Yung negative space, ito yung walang laman. Ayan. Yan yung nakikita. Kapag sinabing positive space, ito siya, yung mismong upuan. Ayan. Ang negative space, yung around ng chair. Ayan. Principles of design. Rhythm. Rhythm is the repetition of elements, patterns, or movement in art. Rhythm of elements such as lines and shapes suggest visual movement. Ayan. Ito yung halimbawa, wavy or zigzag. Ito is straight line or vertical line. Ito ay horizontal line. So, proportion is the relationship between two or more subjects in a composition with relation to their sizes. Proportion works well with another principle, emphasis. Proportion also helps the viewer focus on the subject that artist has given attention to communicate his message. Ang halimbawa ng proportion. Maganda ba siyang tingnan? Ang liit ng mesa, ang liit ng upuan, tapos napakalaki ang nakalagay o nakapatong. Maganda ba ang kanyang proportion? Kung akong tatanungin nyo, hindi po maganda ang proportion. Yung pagkakalagay, dapat kung maliit lang ang object, dapat maliit lang din ang kung maliit ang paglalagyan, maliit lang din po ang ilalagay na object. Kasi hindi po siya proportion kapag maliit yung pinaglagyan mo, tapos malaki yung ilalagay mo. In design refers to either equal or unequal arrangement of things or elements in the composition. Balance in art can be symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. Symmetrical balance is about equal distribution of elements or things on both sides of the composition. This means that when you draw a vertical line on the center of the composition, the number of elements in the right side is equal, similar, or evenly spaced with the elements in the left side. Dapat daw ang symmetrical ay balance. Asymmetrical balance is the opposite of symmetrical. Elements on one part are not equal, dissimilar, or unevenly distributed compared to the other part that this still make the whole composition perfect. So, ibig sabihin, itong asymmetrical, kapag mag-drawing kayo sa isang bond paper, siya ay nandito lang sa kanan. Hindi kagaya ng symmetrical na pantay. Kung may drawing dito sa kanan, meron din drawing dito sa kaliwa. Dito sa asymmetrical, one side lang ang may drawing. Balance happens when the element seems to radiate or appear from the center. The center of the composition may not always appear in the middle. It can be centered of an object or subject within the composition. Radial balance mostly appears in architectural designs and craft like basketry and weaving. Yan. Radial balance daw ay mostly appear sa architectural designs. Variety is about differences and varieties of objects or figures in a composition. Varieties pertains to the oppositeness of elements and yet how these work to create relationship. It helps the artwork be more interesting and attractive to viewer. Yan. Yan yung variety. Halimbawa ng variety. Kailangan na ma-attractive siya sa viewer. Movements suggest an off activity. Movement may also evoke repetition of action. A picture of woman shows that she is in motion, although it is just a picture. Yan, nagagawa niyang gumagalaw yung isang object, pero yun ay picture. Ang batang naglalakad o ang dalagang naglalakad. Akalain mo siya ay naglalakad. She is moving, but it is not. It is only a picture. Is giving certain elements and subjects in a work of art spatial treatment or place within the composition. Emphasis can be shown using bright colors, large size distortion, or express body parts. Halimbawa, unity helps everything in the picture or painting work as one unit. The placement of objects or person in a composition creates visual cohesion. Moreover, cluster of objects or people make a viewer's eyes focus on the group rather than on the empty space or distant background. Ayan, cluster tree shows unity against the empty or gloomy background. Akala mo magkakadikit sila. Of fruits gives unity. Ayan. Advantages of digital painting. Number 1. It is cheaper compared to traditional painting. There is no need for expensive paints, brushes, and canvas. All one need is a computer. Mouse and printer, stylus and tablet are optional. Ayan. Sabi niya mas cheaper kasi sa traditional painting marami kang kailangan. Pero magagawa lang ang digital painting kung ikaw ay mayroong sariling laptop or computer. Or maybe tablet. There is a number of software available on the internet for free. Licensed copies are also affordable. Strokes and colors can be undone and redone. There is an option to pause and save artwork digitally if there is no budget for printing until such time there is money to do so. Printing cost depends on the actual size and materials the painting will be printed on. Materials available are photocopiers, canvases, textile clothes, t-shirt, through screen print or direct print, plyboard, galvanized iron, GI sheets, Sintra board, acrylic glass, and ceramic tiles. Digital painting is also an industry, and individuals buy and collect this artwork either as personal collections or display in establishment. And so perform the following activity. Plan and paint your first digital painting. Set the visual canvas size to 8 by 10. Decide if you will use a portrait or landscape orientation. Submit your work for evaluation. Thank you. Please like, share, watch, subscribe, and click the notification bell of my channel. Teacher Arlene 21 Vlogs. Thank you.